Erica. Good morning. Well, good afternoon. Good morning for some of you guys, and then it's afternoon for us over here in the East Coast. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Erica, how are you? Good morning. Please go ahead and share this live to your friends, to every and anybody. Go do that for me, please. Go ahead and share this live to Toot Moon and Sam. That means everybody. Your mama, your daddy, your girlfriend, your hater, whoever. Go ahead and share this live so y'all can join me today. Yes, I'm just going ahead and also inviting others to see who wants to join us today. Good afternoon, or I should say good morning. For those of you all who are on the East Coast, good afternoon, and those of you all who are on the West Coast or the Central Standard Time area, good morning. It's your girl Toya Wallace. Some know me as Toya Pink, some know me as T, Miss T, Ima, yeah. Good morning, and good afternoon. So I'm going to start in a few minutes. I'm just waiting for, you all to share, and I'm waiting for others to join in, and then we're going to get started. All right. This is also going to be uploaded on my YouTube. So, yeah. Make sure if you have not subscribed as yet to our YouTube channel, it is Salt and Stilettos. That's SALTN for Nancy. STILETTOS on YouTube. Make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe. And I'm going to go ahead and pin it below so you all can do that. Yes. Salt and Stilettos. Let's see. Let me pin that. Pin the comment. There you go. Hi. Good morning. Good afternoon to everybody. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get started so we don't have to be on here all day. So yes, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Toya Wallace. Some know me as Ima Wallace. Some know me as Toya Pink, Miss T, the trainer's coach, the trainer, the CEO, the boss, whatever you know me as, your coach, your mentor. I accept it all. All right. I just want to thank God. Today is Thankful Thursday. So I just want to thank God for life. Thank God for opportunities. Thank God for just allowing us all to be here today so y'all can hear what I got to say. Thank you, Robin. Hey, let me say hi to everybody. So, hey, Charisma, how are you? Robin, Shavanda, hey, Erica. Please, guys, if you don't mind, just take a couple seconds and share this live. Please share this live on your Facebook profile page, in a group, any business group that you're in, on your story. Just share it so others can see. You don't got to pay me anything. All you got to do is share. That is a form of support, liking and sharing. Okay? All right, so I'm going to get started. This live, it's about how to start your DNA testing center. So I know everybody always talking about launching your lab, launching your drug testing center. Y'all want to do DOT, and nothing is wrong with that. And kudos to everybody who have actually taken the step or the journey to join our program or anybody else's program. Launched your lab. Those who have, hey, Pamela. Those who have launched their lab, those who are thinking about launching a lab, those who are thinking about starting a business. Kudos to you all. Congratulations on your step, your journey, all of that. But today we're going to talk about launching your own DNA testing center. And the reason why I haven't shifted, but the reason why I want to talk about that is because there are individuals who are interested in starting their business, but there are some stipulations, some requirements, some delays, and I definitely want to touch base on that and let y'all know that you can do it. Other individuals have been reaching out to me wanting to start a business, but they really don't want to stick with they don't want to do the whole DOT thing, of course, for a lot of reasons. So, of course, I know how to open up a DNA testing facility because I also run a company like that with my lab. So I want to talk to you guys about that. So with further ado, that's how they say it, right? With further ado, I want to talk about the whole DNA process. Now, with DNA, when you hear the word DNA, hey B, hey Kitley, how are you guys doing? When you hear the word DNA, the first thing you think about is paternity, right or wrong? That's what it is. Every time you hear the word DNA, you think about paternity, you think about baby daddy, positive, negative. Hey, Corinthia, that's what you think about. But DNA is not just paternity. There are so many forms of DNA. There's so many types of testing services when it comes to DNA, guys. And this is a type of business that it's less than $1,000 it'll take for you to actually start the business, getting trained, the size, location, and everything like that. There's lifestyle testing, there's ancestry, and there's paternity testing, okay? There's so much you can do with having a DNA testing facility. This is a good business for individuals that has a spa professional, beauty professional, if you're a cosmetologist, if you're an esthetician, if you're a mental health therapist, if you do counseling, a social worker, personal fitness trainers, if you're in the holistic or health and wellness type business industry, of course, lab services, occupational health, like just about everybody can actually start a DNA testing business, okay? You are going to be able to provide services to not just individuals who are searching or seeking paternity testing, all right? I want y'all to understand, starting a DNA testing center or DNA testing business is easier than even launching a lab, a drug testing center. Because, of course, with a drug testing center, and I love it all because I do it all, right? But a drug testing center, you, of course, you know, if you want to become DOT certified, you have to take the DOT training. You have to make sure you comply with the federal, you know, rules and policies. And nothing is wrong with that. But some people don't want to have to sit and study. Some people don't want to have to, like, look for certain office spaces that is going to require them to maybe not have, like, sink. There are a lot of, to be honest, there are a lot of property managers or locations that, like when you go look for a spot, right? A lot of property managers are refusing to offer individuals to start their lab because they are saying they don't want it to be a hazard. They don't want it to interfere with other tenants. They don't really want to deal with the whole specimen collection situation because they don't know. They really don't know what it entails. All they hear is drug tests or specimen, and they're thinking illegal. They're thinking, oh, we're going to have certain types of clients coming in, and they don't want to expose their other tenants to those type of clients. That is ignorance. That's what that is, right? So there are a lot of students, even my students, sometimes it's hard for them to find a location. Of course, you do not have to have a location with a bathroom, but it's preferred, okay? So that's what a lot of individuals, not only some of my students, but a lot of individuals been running into. And I always give them a solution because that's what I am, a solutionist. You come with a problem, I provide you a solution. But I want to tell you guys, you know, get into DNA testing. Get into DNA testing because it's more than just paternity. You're helping out families who are trying to get their family over from a country and they need DNA tests. And let me tell you, I'm going to give y'all a little nugget here, okay? A little nugget here, okay? When it comes to the whole DOT drug testing, if you are partnered with an employer, your payout, your profit is not going to be a lot. And I'm just going to keep it real. Your profit is not going to be a lot. So you, for example, give y'all the numbers and let it make sense to you, okay? You don't have to be a business guru to know this. Just hear me out and understand. And at the end of this live, you should be ready and be hitting me up to say, listen, I'm ready to start my own DNA testing center. That's just what it is. So I'm going to use this for an example. This is an example, okay? Let's say I'm partnered with Walmart. They do drug testing for their drivers. Non-DOT as well as DOT. We partner. All right. They use me and other reference labs. So I'm going to collect and I'm going to send it off to the reference lab. When I do that, I'm only getting paid for collection between $10 to $15. Maybe 20, but it's really $10 to $15. So let's say I do 10, I collected for 10 employees. Let's say I'm getting paid $10 per collection because I'm not getting paid for testing because I'm not testing in-house. They want it to be lab-based. So if it's lab-based, that means I collect and I send it out to the lab, okay? All right. So they pay me for collection, which is $10. But, you know, it's Walmart, so that's a good contract because they have high turnovers. They're always hiring. So and we're partners, so they always going to send their customers to me, right? So, yes, $10 with Walmart, I'm good with that because they have a high turnover. They're always going to send people to me, right? We have a partnership. I might have like 3 or 4 locations that's partnered with my location, and they're always hiring. They're always hiring. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to work with you $10. Fine. So I happen to service 10 clients for the day. I'm only getting paid for collection. That's $10. So that's $100. So say I made $100 a day, or within the first hour, 10 of them came and I made 10 is 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, right? So say I made $100 for the first hour, or I just had 10 of their new employees come in for throughout the day and I just did 10. So we at $100. Fine, we at $100 because they only paid me for collection, right? Cool. That's good. It's still a good contract, but whether it's DOT or non-DOT, but if I do one DNA test and I charge somebody $375, the lab only charges me $100, I walk away with $275. And that's one client. So imagine if I have 10 clients today that needs DNA testing and they just need the basic DNA testing, whether it's a siblingship, a partnership, whether it's just the mother and child, the father and child, trio, whatever it is. Let's say I'm just going with the lowest number, $375 for a DNA test, but the lab only charges me $100 to test. I charge my client $375. I collect and I ship it off to the lab. So I'm not even doing internal testing. I'm just collecting and I ship it off, right? The lab charges $100, and I completed 10 DNA collections. So remember, with Walmart, I did the drug test, the urine test, whether it's DOT or non-DOT. They want it to be lab-based. They pay me $10 per collection. I only made $100. But I had 10 individuals, whether it was an immigration client, paternity, whatever it is, the least expensive one, and I charge them $375. The lab charges me $100 because they're going to test that. I walk away with $275. So $275 times 10. We can do the calculation. I will do it right here on my calculator. And let's go. $375 times 10. I know what it is, but I'm going to use the calculator. Times 10. Just my finger, hold on. 3 times 10. This is it, 3,750, right? The lab charges me, the reference lab charges me $100 each person. So that's 1,000. That's 10 of them I did. So that's $1,000. So I'm going to subtract $1,000. Sorry. This is my profit. Okay. Versus $100 to $2,700. Some people make that in a paycheck, 1 week, 2 weeks. Some people make that in a month. Some people make this as their 9 to 5 in a month, right? Some people make it as a bi-weekly pay. I can make that in 1 day. It's not guaranteed that every day I might have a DNA test, but even if, let's break down the numbers, even if I only have 1 DNA test a day, 1 DNA test a day, and I work 5 days a week. I work 5 days a week, 1 DNA test a day. So 5 days a week in a month, we're going to call it 4 weeks. We're not going to do the months that has 5 weeks. So 5 days a week, 5, 10, 15, 20. And I do 1 DNA test a day. And I charge $375. $375 times 20. That's $7,000, right? $7,500, right? And now the lab is charging me $100. That's $7,500. And charging me $100. And I did 20 for the month, right? Because it's 1 a day. And we're only working 5 days a week. 5, 10, 15, 20. So that means that's 20 people, right? 100 times 20 is 2,000, right? And I just said 7,500. 7,500 subtract 2,000. I made this in 1 month, right? You might say that's not a lot, but I only did 1 client a day. 1 client a day. I'm trying to give y'all the numbers. So 1 client a day. 375. You understand what I'm saying? My profit was 2, and it literally took me 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I'm trying to show you the number. You might think, well, $5,000 a month ain't bad, but you only worked for 10 minutes for the day. One day, one client a day takes you 10 minutes. You work in an 8-hour shift in your business, 10 minutes. So you still have 7 hours and 50 minutes to go, right? And you already made 375. Profit is 275. Do you guys understand the numbers? This is just saying you did one client a day for 10 minutes. So just imagine if you have 3-4 clients a day, 5 days a week, what you can bring in. And that is the least. I'm giving y'all what I charge. Sometimes you don't even have, coming into the business, you don't even have to charge anybody $275. $275. You don't even have to charge anybody $275. $375. If the lab is charging you $100, you could charge them $150. A total $150. You pocket $50. You might say that's not a lot, but think about what I'm saying. Your labor is 10 minutes. You are not there to test them. You are there to collect and send it off. Guess what? You ain't even paying for the supplies because the lab provides you the supplies. So you don't pay for the supplies. You don't pay for shipping. You're only collecting. The client is completing their paperwork. So they themselves is completing their paperwork. You're signing, you're verifying the ID, you're verifying the information, making sure everything is completed because you don't want it to be an incomplete consent form or chain of custody. So you're making sure everything is completed. You're signing where you're supposed to sign, and then you're sending it off, right? So I need you guys to understand, starting a DNA testing business is a little bit more, is way more simplified than a drug testing center. Nothing is wrong with a drug testing center. I have a drug testing center. I have a full-blown clinic, right? I'm just telling you, for those of you who all don't want to, get into the whole federal and stuff like that. Nothing is wrong with that. Also, your location that you need. You don't have to have, let me tell you how simplified this is. You don't have to have certain requirements to fulfill for DOT. So DOT, you must have biohazard. That means you got to pay biohazard monthly, whether it's $30 or $80 or $150. You got to pay for your biohazard. DNA, you don't got to do that. The reason for the biohazard is because once you collect the specimen, that cup that has urine in there has to be discarded in a specific trash can, which is biohazard. So now you have to sign up with a company and pay them monthly, right? DNA, you don't have to do that because it's a swab, mouth swab. And that mouth swab is going in the envelope, the packet, and it's being shipped off. So you don't need an extra. And this is for my Virgin Islanders, Monique, Gigi, Chantel, all of you guys who are my students in the Virgin Islands or in the Caribbean islands, right? This is specifically for you all as well. Because all you need is a simple office space. You just need an office space. It does no specific requirements. This is not, you're not testing. You just need it's like a consulting business. You just need an office space. And your clients come in, they complete the paperwork, you do the collection, literally in 10 minutes, they're out the door. When the results come back, it coming to you, you get the results, you email the results to the customer, and you're done. You don't have to explain the results. You don't have to do none of that. None of that. And trust me, completing DNA tests is very easy. Y'all ever, you went to the doctor, right? You know, when you did COVID test, of course, with the COVID test, it's through your nose, right? But this is through their mouth. You cater to the judge, to court, DUIs, not DUIs, drug court. Drug court, because guess what? Sometimes, when you're seeking, what they call it, custody and stuff like that, they want to make sure like, hey, you just came from prison or jail or whatever, or you violated, whatever the case is. You're saying this is not your child. The mother is saying that's your child. So those are also your clients, okay? The legal system, immigration, like it is so much. Beauty professionals. Let me give you all an example. And this is true facts. This is not play, because I don't talk about anything that I haven't done. I don't do that. I come from experience. My training is from textbooks, yeah, but experience, okay? I'm an esthetician, a Florida licensed esthetician. I have a cosmetology license for aesthetics, right? I recently closed my spa by choice because I was more gearing to, what I'm doing in my lab, training and coaching and stuff like that. But I'm still in the beauty industry. I'm just on the product side and not providing a service. But when I had a treatment program, I had 2 treatment programs as a spa owner, and it was the acne erase, and then I think it was 2 different programs. But for the acne erase, that was a 6 to 8 week program for individuals who have problematic skin. So with them having problematic skin, they suffered, they went to the dermatologist, all of that. They take pills, medications, all of those things, and they still had issues with their skin. I, as a spa owner and as a lab owner, I know I can interchange my services with each of those industries. And as a spa owner, anyone who was in my acne erase program, my 6 to 8 week program, it was mandatory that they take a DNA test. So now, Glow Beauty Aesthetics partnered with Jace Laboratories for the DNA testing. Yes, I'm the owner for both. But Glow Beauty Aesthetics, because it's its own entity, partnered with Jace Laboratories for DNA testing for Glow Beauty Aesthetics clients. So if you were in my 6 to 8 week program, if you was in that skin, I miss you too, cuz. How are you? If you were in my program, you would have to take a DNA test. So now, the 6 to 8 week program, that costs $575. The DNA test is $375. So we're going to do the math. $575 plus $375. That's $950 for one client. I may have 10 clients, right? But this is one person had problematic skin for years trying to figure it out. Okay. That's $950. We're going to subtract the $575. That's the $375 for the DNA test. When they come in, run their consultation. After I run their consultation, they're required to do the DNA test. They fill out the paperwork to do the DNA test. They could pay me, I charge them half. You pay me half up front. We run your DNA test. We get that done. And when the results come back prior to you getting the results, you pay your balance, whichever way it is. I still made $275. Plus, of course, my $575 for that, but I still made $275, and the lab only charged me $100. And with that, I provided them a DNA for their skin health. So we have skin health reports, we have pain management, we have cannabis, we have fitness, we have nutrition, different types of lifestyle testing, and you get a full between 14 to 30 page report telling you what you should and should not do, the type of products you should use on your skin, what is good for your skin, what is not good for your skin, the type of exercise, the type of food you should eat. We all know we shouldn't eat certain things, but we only know that because this is what people say. So it's in our mind, okay, well, they say don't eat too much fat because you're going to get fat or clogged arteries. But you're only going off of what people say. That is not knowledge. That is not something that you have read, right? But when you get your analysis report and you actually see like, yo, I'm not even supposed to be drinking alcohol. I'm not supposed to drink milk. When I did it on myself, I realized like I am not supposed to drink milk. When I was younger, I drank milk and I didn't have a problem. Within the last 2 to 3 years, I'm now lactose intolerant. But I wasn't supposed to drink it from long time ago. But nothing happened at that moment. Of course, as I get older, it actually started to affect me. I've always suffered with bad sinuses, mucus, dairy. So and this is all the time. This is not just started. So that affected me a long time ago. But I didn't think, my family, we didn't know anything about that, right? It was just, oh, you get a cold, or it's just pollen. But dairy played a big role in why I suffer with bad sinuses. When I got older as an adult, and old school, so they don't know that. But when I got older as an adult and I started paying attention to my body more, and I realized not only that I'm allergic to pollen, but I'm allergic to milk. I gotta drink lactose-free products. Certain things I can't consume. But I had to study. Certain things I had to drink. Everybody said, oh, if you drink soda, your face is going to break out. That is not true. That is not true. Because for my DNA, caffeine doesn't affect me. Caffeine doesn't affect me. Certain products, and I'm going skincare direction because I want y'all to see how deep it is. Not everybody's supposed to use hyaluronic acid on their skin. But I can use hyaluronic acid. There are certain chemicals and ingredients that I'm supposed to incorporate in my skincare regimen all the time for nice glowing skin. I want y'all to understand. Okay? Some people supposed to use certain type of SPF. I have to use SPF 30 and above. I can't use anything less. Do you guys understand where I'm coming from? I'm not supposed to eat pasta. Guys, if you know anything about me, I love pasta. I'm not supposed to eat pasta. But I didn't know that because I ain't breaking out, I ain't throwing up, none of this is happening. But it affects you. Whether it affects you then or now, later in life, little things creep up. Sometimes you might think like, you know what? I'm not sure why I am on the heavy side when like I just can't seem to lose weight no matter what I try, no matter what I eat. My friend over here, we're doing the same diet, but she's losing and I'm just suffering with heavy weight. Get your DNA checked. Get your DNA checked. You might think you're supposed to eat chicken because you never break out, but your blood type, you're probably not supposed to be eating chicken. Because you ain't falling out and catching seizures, that don't mean that chicken is good for you. I'm supposed to eat less poultry and more carbs. I don't know nothing about no health, but I'm just going off of my DNA report, right? I don't be eating healthy and stuff like that like I should, right? But I'm telling you all. So I give you all an example of who this type of business is good for. As far as a business is concerned, knowing the type of services that you can offer. You're not just paternity. It's not just about paternity. Lifestyle. If you are a personal fitness trainer, you need to be taking my DNA testing course to launch your own DNA center. Even if you say, you know what, I don't want to start another business. I don't want to do a whole nother building. I have a gym already. All you got to do is take the training, understand, and incorporate that in your current business. So you don't have to start a DNA testing center business as far as a building is concerned. But if you are a mental health therapist, you already have a practice. This DNA situation should be a part. It should be implemented in your program. Okay? So I just wanted to let y'all know like this is bigger. I have individuals that come to me for DNA tests and we had to send tests to Jamaica for DNA in order for their family to come over. They had to do that. I had to send them the test. So guess what? We ain't talking about $375 at this point. We're talking about more than that now. Because now I gotta ship it, pay for shipping to go and to come back. This is international. So that in itself, you understand? And they want it, they need it, they don't have a choice. I had a client who found out he had a daughter in Haiti. Over there in Haiti, he found out about it. And now he wants to get to know her and stuff like that. But in order for him to get her, in order for him to do anything, he have to do a DNA test because immigration ain't playing that. The child was at least 20-something years old and he's like in his 50s. And he came to me and he said, I want to know if I have a child out there, I need to know. So he came and did the test and we had to send the test over there. So they saying 375. We going up there to the 6 and the 7s. And all I have to do was, sir, open your mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Drop it and send it over. Okay, I'm shipping this kit over there. They're going to send it back to me. Boom. 10 minutes of service. Who ready to start their DNA testing business? Because this is easy. Easy. I'm also in my program. One of the things is an extension to my program. One of the things that I'm going to do is for those who are in the Virgin Islands, because of course shipping is expensive or whatever the case is, I am actually offering that extension opportunity where I will be your partner, because of course a lot of them don't do business over there. So I will be your partner where I will be your supplier, I will be your lab and everything like that. You can start your DNA testing center business down there, and of course you will get everything that you need from Jace Laboratories, have your situation, set up your business. Everything gets sent over to me. We process, we send it to the reference lab, we get the results, we send it to you, and you provide it to your clients. Because of course, certain places, they're just limited. We make it easy. I make it easy for you, okay? So if you want to start your DNA testing business, I'm your girl. And if you know anything about me when it comes to training, I'm not one of those pay trainers who tell you, come pay me the money, I teach you and buy. That's not what happens. I don't just teach you and tell you go. I literally work with you till you get it, okay? Till you get it. In my drug testing program, we have 3 different programs. You have the lowest program that is a 30-day access. You get me full blown in a 30-day access. You get everything you need in that 30-day access group. After 30 days, you're no longer part of the group, but I can guarantee you get everything in those 30 days. If you don't get it, it's because you ain't did nothing. You just paid and you just went about your business and you ain't implement, you ain't do nothing, you ain't activate, okay? In my other programs, you have lifetime access. If it's a yearly coaching program, you're there for the year, whatever the case is. But starting a DNA testing center, our training is $649. If you are on this Zoom though, not Zoom, but if you're on this video, if you're on this Facebook, and this is not for my current students, okay? This is not for my students who already have a drug testing center. But if you are on this live and you're interested, you will have to comment in the post. Let me know you're interested, and I'll give you a 10% off in addition to the $649. So you'll get 10% off for that. So you could be able to start. Our training is going to be May 17 via Zoom for the DNA. And let me tell you, it's not hard. Y'all gonna say, why didn't I tap into this a long time ago? And I have multiple locations, okay? I have multiple locations when it comes to that. I have sister locations. So for example, let's say someone reached out to me, want to do a DNA test, but they're not in Jacksonville, but they're in Orlando. I'm going to send them to my partner. I'm going to send them to my sister location. I have multiple locations, sister locations and brother locations, because it's women and men. I have multiple locations. If someone is saying, hey, Toya, I'm not in Jacksonville, but I need to get this done. If I can't have it shipped out to them, but they're in a different city, if they don't, if they want a local place where they can go in, I have a location to send them. I have sister locations, send them and have them do it. So I work with all my students, regardless of what, even if you're not coming to me, I have a location that you can come to. I don't charge the location and say, hey, well, since I send them to you or refer them to you, no, ain't none of that, because the way how I build my program is about our network. We're building a network. We have a network of other facilities that's offering these services. So if my customer that wants me to do it can't come to me, I'm going to send them to the person that I train, to my sister property, because I know if I trained you, you know what you're doing. Okay, I know if something goes wrong and you have a question, you contact me, I contact you. I know. Yes, Shonda can tell you. And she's an RN for over 15 years. And I've trained her. And she can tell me if you're BSing, Toya, or you know your stuff. So she can tell you. And yes, you are spoiled. If you are a good student, you are spoiled. Even if you're not a good student, I spoil you until you have violated, okay? Starting a DNA testing center, it's easy. You will be trained. You will understand the different types of tests that you can perform. You will understand what services you can perform doing this. You will understand what services you can perform doing this. And there's so much other services. There's so many other services you can add to your DNA testing center. You don't have to even do anything DOT. If you don't want to do any drug test dealing with individuals' urine, because I know there are some people that don't want to deal with collecting urine. I get it. I know. Trust me, I know sometimes they go in the the client goes in the restroom, they urinate all over the cup. Even though you have gloves, it's just, some people just don't want to deal with that. I get it. The overhead, and Mommy Elenette did ask, what about your overhead? So for example, the first room I had when I started my drug testing center, the first room I had, it was $285 for that room. It was just a 10 by 13 office space. $285 a month. Imagine if I weren't doing drug tests and I was just doing DNA testing. One client for the day paid that. Because remember, supplies are free. The only, and listen, internet, you pay an internet bill. And listen, if you don't want internet and you have hotspot on your phone and you want to connect your hotspot to your phone, you don't need to get internet. You just use your Wi-Fi or your hotspot. Think about what I'm saying. If you didn't, this is how this, okay, let me just break down this to you. And everybody, make sure you have a pen and paper because this is free consultation. This is free information that you guys are getting from me. So get your pen and paper. Everybody, I'm giving you 10 seconds to get you a pen and paper. Put it in your phone, I don't care, get you pen and paper. So, you have an office space. Say your office space is $500. Let's just go $500. So if it's less, even better for you. More money you keep. Your office space is $500. You service 2 clients a day for DNA testing. So we're going to say 2 clients a day. So you charge, just say you judge new business and you're trying to get yourself out there. So you don't want to charge expensive as Toya, but you want, you know what I'm saying? So let's say you get in charge, you starting off at DNA test $200. Let's just say it's $200, right? Cool. You service 2 clients a day. So we had 2 clients a day, that's $400. And you guaranteed to have 2 clients a day for the week. It's never guaranteed, but I'm just giving y'all the numbers. So that means when you know these numbers, you're going to start marketing and letting these people know who you are so you can make sure you get 2 plus more clients a day. So with $400 a day, you're making 5 days a week. So 400 times 5, that's $2,000 for the week. Let's say you have your rent. Your rent is $500 a month. So you already made your rent. Okay. Let's subtract $500. This is only for the week, right? You made $2,000 for the week. And we're going off of what you made for the week for your monthly bills. Because you still got 3 more weeks left in the month. So let's say it's a guaranteed 2 people a day, $2,000 a week. So you still got $6,000 about to make, right? But we on week 1. You made $2,000. Your rent is $500. It includes your water, your light, all of that because you're renting an office suite. Okay, let's say you put gas in your car for $100 a week. Let's just say $100 a week. So we at $2,500. I mean, we at $1,500. Sorry. Let me turn the phone this way. So $2,000 subtract $500. We at $1,500. Gas a week, $100 a week, right? Because we are charging people now. Say somebody say I need a DNA test, but I can't come to you. Can you come to me? So we ain't even start talking about the mobile service. We're just talking about in-house. So they're coming in-house, right? We're not even talking about those who can't come to you and you got to go to them. So I'm at $1,500. We're going to say, okay, let's say our weekly expense for gas is $100. So we subtract 100. Let's say we at $1,400. Let's say you have hotspot. If you have hotspot, then guess what? You're already paying your phone bill for your phone. Say your phone bill is $150, right? So if we subtract $150, we're going to be at $1,250. So that is your hotspot for your phone. Your phone bill is $150, right? Cool, you have that. But what if your phone bill is $150, but you don't have hotspot and you want to get internet so you could put the TV and you want to have your own separate internet. Let's say your monthly bill is $150. Let's subtract this. $150. I'm at $1,100. You cooking at home, you ain't doing none of that, whatever the case is. Your rent already paid for the month. You still got $6,000 more to make. You're still let's say miscellaneous. So we're going to subtract $100. You buy lunch once or twice for the week or you drink coffee, whatever the case is. You still have $1,000, right? For the week. Next week come, you got 2 clients a day and you made your $2,000 a week. And then in the 3rd week come, $2,000 a week. You already paid your rent. You still have 3 more weeks left. That's $6,000 plus that's $1,000. That's $7,000. Okay, so I'm just going off of the rent. What if your rent wasn't $500 and your rent was $1,000? So I'm gonna just subtract this $500. And you only have $500 for the first week, but you still got $6,000 to make because you guaranteed 2 clients a day for the next 3 weeks. This is saying guaranteed, saying that you have that. If y'all see the numbers, you have a better understanding and now you know, okay, listen, I want to get into this, but I got to make sure I market myself. Your best friend is going to be downtown where the courts are. Your best friends are going to be downtown, the court system. That's your best friends. Your best friends is going to say, okay, so me, I'm a lab. I'm going to go to every spa professional out here that here trying to build their spa and pay for their spa. Because guess what? They're helping you and you helping them. Because now their customer making, they're doing little facials for like $50, $60 a month. They're selling some products or whatever, but they need something else now to add to their menu. Okay, they have a program, but they need that program to sound enticing so people could literally join their 4 weeks or 6 to 8 week program, skincare program, when they implement DNA. So now you're charging them, you as the lab, as the DNA testing center, you're saying, okay, I'll partner with you. This is what I recommend that you do. You implement a DNA test for your clients, whether it's your fitness center, whether you're a mental health coach, therapist, whatever the case is. You can sell them the DNA test, guys. As the testing center, you can sell those professionals the test. Because remember, you get the test for free. You get the test for free, right? You get a test for free. So you could either sell them the test or make them still implement that test fee in there, whether they charge a client $375, even if they charge the spa beauty professional, if they charge a client $375, you know the lab is going to charge you $100. The esthetician or the mental therapist or whatever the case is, they have $275. Your fee to them will be $100. They still walk away with $175. Okay, so the lab got their money, you as the supplier got your money, and the esthetician or the mental health therapist or the fitness trainer got $175. For what? What did they do? Mouth swab that literally took them 3 minutes. The customer filled out their paperwork. So you got the professional, the esthetician or the mental therapist or whoever it is, the holistic trainer, whoever, they got theirs and the lab got theirs. Everybody win. And then the customer is happy now because now they have a report letting them know what the real issue is with them. Because they like to smoke or they like to drink alcohol, not knowing that alcohol is the cause of them not being able to lose weight or not being able to get rid of those certain bumps that show up on their skin, whatever the case is. Alcohol is having them act out in a certain type of way, whatever it is. Are you guys understanding the numbers? Are you guys getting it? Are you guys getting it? So I just wanted to let y'all know you could start a DNA testing center, small office space. You could start in less than 30 days. Less than 30 days. My program will show you how you can do it in less than 30 days. I can guarantee, listen, I can guarantee you. I don't really put guarantees and stuff because, some things happen. I can guarantee you that you can start your lab test, your DNA testing center in 30 days. I can guarantee you. Because take me one, I'll train you. It'll be a 3-hour training because my 3-hour is going to be is going to be a training. You're going to understand what you're doing because you need to know the services that you need to know the diamond that you have in your hands so you could make your money. You might just think DNA, but I'm saying no. I want you to be able to understand. A cosmetologist can use this. Someone who does hair. Someone who specializes with people that have alopecia can use this opportunity. I have a stylist here. She's a Florida cosmetologist. And when I broke it down to her, she was like, yo, let me bring her to the camera. Miss B, come on. She's an employee here at the lab because I'm here in First Choice Hire over here in Charlotte. But she's also from Florida. Where's she at? Come through. Yeah, she don't like the camera, but I tell her I got to break her out of that too. So she works here. She's a licensed cosmetologist, but she also is a lab tech. Say hi to the people. Hi, let them know the conversation we was having yesterday when you realize that, oh my God, I can use this for my clients.
Yes, this can be used definitely for a cosmetology business. If you want to get into the logistics, which I believe now they're doing the trichologist side of it. So if you're a cosmetologist that loves specializing in hair care, proper hair care, you want to get into the product side of it as well. This deals with it, and as she began to show me her background and everything she knew, I'm like, wow, this is knowledge is everything. Once you get the knowledge about anything, it just sets you up for everything. So this was very good, and I encourage anybody, in any field that she listed, because as I was going down a breakdown of her report, I'm going down a breakdown. I'm like, oh my God, a physical therapist could use this. Someone who's in the fitness arena could use this. So I was able to see all of that, and also even with the skincare estheticians, and cosmetology falls in that arena as well. So it's just anybody in spa, anybody can use it. I encourage everybody to support it, go after it, because it will really bless you and add to your business.
Thank you. And I didn't pay her to do it because she didn't know I was gonna call her. But to say this, I didn't pay her to. But when I broke it down to her yesterday, I said, let me teach you something, because I'm always on the learning thing. I'm always like, listen, let me show you how to maximize your mind, understanding. Like right here while I'm working here in First Choice Hire, while I'm here in this lab, it's learning. They're learning from me every day. No matter, once they step into that door, even though they're servicing clients, they're learning. I'm like, listen, okay, hey, boom. We have a time of the day where I say, listen, let's talk. All right. Y'all know why we offering this service? Yeah, so we can make money. Or yeah, because of this. Nah. Okay, so let me break down some logistics to this here. Boom, boom, boom. 1, 2, 3. I need y'all to understand. So this day we're going to do this. I break it down to them to understand the service, because I've always told my students, if you know what services you offer, you will know how to make money. I offer drug testing. Okay. And other people offer drug testing. Hey, Andrea. Hey, Natasha. Hey, Robin. Other people offer drug testing. So what make you stand out? Okay, well, you could drug test everybody, but not everybody we want. You understand why? Because I don't want to be just collecting $10, $10, $10, $10. Yes, Walmart is a good partner. So I don't mind, because they're going to keep selling people, and I have 4 stores. Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good when it comes to that. But I also need less work, higher profit as well, attached to more work, less pay. But the Walmart contract, the 4 stores, they are good. They are good, 4 good stores. They are 4 good stores. They keep sending me people. So that's good. Keeps the traffic, let people know who we are and stuff like that. But I also want to be able to have days where I don't have to do a whole lot and my profit is high. It don't matter where you're at in the world. DNA test. So you could be in Singapore. It don't matter where you're at. This is not a federal or local United States type business. You can actually start this business in the islands. You just need an office space. Even if, for those of you who want to do it but don't want to who want to do it but don't want to have to rent out an office space right now, you actually can be a mobile. You can be mobile. You can be mobile, right? And work through my program where I am going to be your lab that's providing you, that's supplying you and everything like that. And everything, you send everything to me. You collect and you ship it off to me. You collect and you ship it off to me. Or I will say, okay, hey, I redirect you, ship it off here. But I get the results because it's going to be under my profile because you're mobile. You understand what I'm saying? I get the results, you get the results, you send it off. So you don't have to be in a location. It's preferred so customers can come to you, but you don't have to. For those of you who want to be mobile, J Labs will be your brick and mortar option. You understand what I'm saying? J Labs will be your brick and mortar option. I teach you how to price. You understand the theory, the language of DNA. You understand the types of testing. You will get your certification. You can branch off and go work, have your business in a different state. It doesn't have to be local where you're at. You understand what I'm saying? It's so much you can do with this. And you get connected. And you're going to be working with labs that are CLIA Wave certified. They are accredited. They are accredited labs, okay? They are one of our biggest partners, that we are partnered with. They are the largest DNA testing reference lab. You hear about them all the time, but you don't know. You don't know. You hear about them all the time, but you don't know. Of course, you got to know. So you got to get in the right way. You can't just say, hey, I want to do this, right? You got to, you train, you got to get in the right way. But you hear about them and you don't even know. If you watch those paternity courts and Maury and all of that, and you pay attention, I'm with one of those. I'm with them. That's one of my biggest partners. Okay, I want y'all to know. So if you want to start your DNA testing center, holla at your girl. It's $649. That's not bad. Listen, you might say $649 is a lot, but I just broke down some numbers to you. Even if you're charging $200, even if you charge $200 and the customer, your lab is charging you $100, your profit was $100. That means 6 people. If you get 6 people, 6 people to 7 people. So it's because we add in taxes. We charging our 7% tax now. We ain't doing no tax. We, if it's 200, it's 200 plus 7% tax or 8% wherever you're at. 6 people, you already made back your course. You already made back what you invested in your training. You've already made that back. So I want y'all to think about what I'm saying. Starting your own drug testing center is not hard. It is not hard. Hey, Lakoya. Hey, Charlene. Starting your own I keep saying drug testing. Excuse me. Starting your own DNA testing center. Hey, Auntie Patricia. Starting your own DNA testing center is not as hard as it may seem. It's not as hard as it may seem. I guarantee you. I promise you. Charlene, I guarantee you. I promise you. It's not as hard as it may seem. Our training program, we facilitate and we provide you all the resources you need, your partnerships, your suppliers. It's your overhead is not going to be high. If you're mobile, of course, you don't have to pay for a location, right? If you have a brick and mortar, you only need an office space. It doesn't have to have a bathroom in there. You don't have to even have biohazard. You don't have to have those things. And you can also, I need y'all to know, you can also add hair follicle testing because your clients are going to be the same type of clients as well. You could even add hair to it. Add hair to it. And I'll train you if you guys want to do that. I'm okay, Auntie. How are you? I will train you and you can do that, okay? If you want to add hair to it and you want that partnership for the hair, it will be an additional $100. But I can guarantee you that it's worth it. It's worth it. I'm telling you all, it is worth it. You don't even have to be a phlebotomist to do DNA testing, okay? I need you to know that. Because y'all might think, what do I need? All you need to do is sign up for my training program. That's it. And come with your pen and paper ready to learn. Okay, ready to start this business. You don't even have to be a phlebotomist. You don't have to know how to draw blood. Now, if you want to add services that requires blood, like you want to do gender reveal, which requires blood, you either learn how to draw blood, or you could just hire somebody and say, hey, I'm going to hire you PRN. So when you know you have somebody that needs to do gender reveal, you call that person that's on call, PRN, and say, hey, I have this. And you could work with someone and do independent contractor type of, a call was coming in. You can do independent contractor partnership. So with that being said, you don't have that person on staff. It's only when you need them. So they might say, I'm a just charge. You only paying them to draw the blood, nothing else. They don't got to do nothing else because you do everything else, which ain't a lot. They just need to draw that blood. Boom. So they might say, okay, for every draw, $35. The way how you want to schedule it, you could say, okay, all my gender reveals are going to be on Mondays and Tuesdays. So that means you have that person for that day. So you could either pay them per collection, per draw, or per day, or per hour. Y'all understand what I'm saying? There's so much I can teach you when it comes to this. So if you want to start your own I guess our customers saying that, but if you want to start your own DNA testing center, holla at your girl, call me, reach out to me. It's $649. And like I said, those of you guys who are on here, you get 10% off. You get 10% off. And you train with the best coach there is. Like, it's not about, being conceited or arrogant. I'm just telling you, like, you want to train. Listen, you want to train with T, okay? You want to train with T. We had a meeting yesterday. And with one of our partners, and she was like, Toya, everybody who you send me, I appreciate you. Like when when they call my name in the facility, everybody know who I am. And they're like, listen, we thank you for those who you send. We thank you for they're like, oh, Toya send you? Okay, let's get a hand on it. You mentioned it. Let's get a hand on it. Let's do this because I do good business. I provide good services. I have good relationships. Any which way, if you want to start your own DNA testing center, under this live, when I'm finished, I'm going to go ahead and definitely put the link so you can do you can sign up. You can do the payment plan option. We have CESO, so that's an option, so you don't have to pay all at once. So we do have the payment plan where you could pay in 4 payments. Our training will be in, I think a Wednesday, May 17th. And it's going to be online, so you don't have to worry. I really want to just train 5 people right now because I want to give them my undivided. I can train 20, 50. It don't matter because I'm good. Like I'm that good, right? I'm not bragging. I'm just saying I'm that good. Like when it comes to training, I'm a teacher. So a good teacher is a good trainer. Okay, but that's a good teacher. If you're not a good teacher, then training ain't for you. But when it comes to teaching, I got that down pack. Okay? Got it. God is downloading right now. He's downloading. When you're a good teacher, you can train. And when I say good teacher meaning you can teach a kindergartner, you can teach a senior citizen, you can teach somebody mid-age. A good teacher can teach different learning styles, different individuals. A good teacher. And that I know I am. God has shown me, proven many times that I know I am. One of the things that he tried to perfect is my patience. And as a teacher, you have to have patience. And I struggle with patience. But as a good teacher, that is one of the things that he's perfecting, my patience. But if you're ready to start your DNA testing center, come over on the good side, on the Lord's side. Come over on our side so we can help you out. Everybody stay blessed. I'm going to go ahead and put the code, the 10% code, in the comment section below of this live. This will also be uploaded on YouTube. So if you haven't subscribed yet, I pinned the name, Salt and Stilettos. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. And so you'll get a 10% code under this post, as well as when I upload it on YouTube. But for real, like, I want to help you guys level up. This for new entrepreneurs. You don't have to have any experience. You could just say, listen, I want to do something different in life. I want to start my business. I don't know where to start. This will be perfect for you. Okay? Everybody have a good day and stay blessed.